Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of RuneWords. So today we're going to be looking at Heart of the Oak, which is Ko-Vix Pol Thul. And Heart of the Oak is a very interesting weapon, and we're going to take a look at how the Heart of the Oak can roll over on the website. So let me go over to this website and pull up Heart of the Oak, and we're going to take a look at how it can roll badly and how it can roll good. So first off, when we look at Heart of the Oak, the main thing that you're going to see there is the +3 to all skills, which is pretty amazing. +3 to all skills is nice. There's not a lot of items that give you +3 to all skills. So the only item I think that I can think of off the top of my head that gives +3 to all skills is the Oculus. So it seems like the Heart of the Oak might be a direct opposition to the Oculus. It has 40% faster cast rate, which is absolutely amazing. So +3 to all skills and 40% faster cast immediately puts it into a top bracket for caster types like a Hammerdin, a Sorceress, a Hurricane Druid, a casting Necromancer like a Bone Necromancer, or maybe even a Poison and Bone Necromancer like the Poison Nova Necromancer. There are a lot of different things that you could use +3 to all skills and 40% faster cast on, but let's go on. So 75% damage to demons, which doesn't seem very important. 100 damage to attack rating to demons, that's very nice. Again, not very important for a character who's going to be a caster type. 3 to 14 cold damage, which is a moot point. 7% mana steal, which again is a moot point. 10 to dexterity, which is kind of nice for extra block chance if you're building block chance. It's going to help out your blocking percentage. Replenished life 20, which is a rather massive amount of replenished life. Definitely very nice for helping your character to replenish their HP back up when they get hurt. Just as a general rule, having a little bit of regeneration like Wolverine is certainly not a bad thing, because it just helps your mana, your health and your mana just go up constantly, which is certainly a very nice thing. All increases maximum mana by 15%, which is a rather large bonus. Maximum mana by 15% is going to give you a lot if you're a caster class. All resistances 30 to 50, so it can roll 30 resistances or as high as 40, which isn't a huge variance, but I suppose a 40 resist Heart of the Oak would be max. It also has level 4 Oak Sage charges and level 14 Raven charges. And this is kind of interesting because both of those can actually be moderately useful. If we go out and we take a look at the Oak Sage will give us 45% extra life for using him. Now, granted, he does have to stay alive, so this may be an issue. But if you're just teleporting around, like say you're a sorceress and you're just teleporting around to zones, the Oak Sage will probably stay alive with you while you're teleporting and will still give you that 45% extra life. So it might even be something that you could utilize. And the level 14 Ravens, believe it or not, are absolutely amazing. I know that it's going to cost you a bucket load to replenish these Ravens, but it looks like, unfortunately, they don't work on a it looks like they don't work on a non-druid. That's sad, because they immediately die. Well, the Oak Sage works, but the Ravens unfortunately do not. But if you were say a Hurricane Druid and you wanted to cast these Ravens, you might have your own Ravens, but let's say you didn't want to put any point investment in it. Ravens do blind targets, which is absolutely useful for teleporting around, because it's going to blind things if you happen to get stuck and help you get away. So Heart of the Oak is definitely a very interesting weapon, and I believe the Oculus outclasses it for Magic Find because it doesn't have any Magic Find on it. But when you're looking at a +3 to all skills, 40% faster cast with all resistances 40, it's certainly extremely nice to have on a character who is a caster type, a Hammerdin, a Sorceress, have Sorceress of any type, a Hurricane Druid. It would even work fairly decently on a Poison and Bone Necromancer of either Bone Spear or Poison Nova. There are better choices for both of those particular builds, but if you had a Heart of the Oak laying around, you could certainly use it until you manage to find yourself a Death's Web or a perfect white base. And I mean, just in general, just a very, very nice item. Now, the most expensive rune in this recipe is the Vex, and Pol is also a little difficult to come by. So, Ko, Vex, Pol, Thal is not an extremely difficult to make recipe. And if you were a Hammerdin, it would definitely be something that I'd be looking forward to. Just specifically because of that 40 tall res on there. I mean, sure, you could probably find a decent plus to skills faster cast item, but are you going to find a +3 to all skills 40% faster cast rate item with 40 to all resistances? Probably not. We actually made one of these really early on in our Diablo 2 Resurrected group. For one of our Hammerdins, and they were super excited to have it. And it really is just an amazing item for Hammerdins. I think Hammerdins in particular get some of the best use out of this out of anybody. Yeah. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, and keep watching.